现在！
Xiao Yan's 100 reincarnations, 100 lives and just as many deaths. In these variations of Xiao Yan's lives, he sometimes lost his teacher forever, sometimes defeated Hun Tiandi and became a god, and other times was defeated by Hun Tiandi and perished. In some lives he was married to the Queen Medusa, while in others he was killed by her hand back when he was still just a weak expert. After living through so many lives, Xiao Yan had gained an experience that could not be compared to anything else. When he emerged from meditation, Xiao Yan's eyes truly pierced through others. The very contents of their souls were revealed under Xiao Yan's gaze the moment he looked at them. This sensation was deeply unsettling. Not only had his strength risen to the 9th stage of a 9-star Dozun, but his soul had also been tempered. What would Xiao Yan now do to the enemies from the Hun clan and the Heavenly Phoenix tribe? Han Yu and Zhou Feng immediately released their Do Qi when Xiao Yan looked at them. Each of them was preparing to attack. But Xiao Yan only smiled. If he had faced these two before entering the ancient Bodhisattva tree, he certainly would have had to fear them. But now that fear had completely vanished, because the present Xiao Yan was absolutely confident that he could easily suppress them both with just a wave of his hand. The newfound power flowing within his body gave Xiao Yan this simple assurance. Han Yu and Zhou Feng involuntarily clenched their fists. Their faces darkened as they felt an overwhelming sense of danger from the current Xiao Yan. The Xiao Yan standing before Han Yu had now become the second person of the same generation to ever make him feel such a threat. It seems he has become a different person after cultivating beneath the ancient Bodhisattva tree, Zhou Feng exclaimed. If he had known that Xiao Yan would encounter such fortune, he would not have held back during their first meeting. He would have killed him back then and would not be suffering such problems now. Yet, Zhou Feng was unaware that if Xiao Yan had not helped the ancient Bodhisattva tree by dispelling the dark god's negative emotions, everyone present would still be trapped in illusions. In such a case, each of them would have ended up as mere puppets, just like the ones they had encountered before entering the ancient tree. Suddenly, a green radiance erupted from the Bodhisattva tree. Han Yu's group quickly retreated after seeing the tree's reaction. They had already experienced how terrifying it was, and naturally, they did not dare to clash with it again. However, a soft sound continuously echoed from within the Bodhisattva tree, and countless emerald green light spots flew out. At last, these light spots hovered in the air, as though scattered flowers thrown by a fairy. Bodhisattva seeds. Everyone was shocked upon witnessing these glowing spots. Many experts cried out in disbelief. They are truly Bodhisattva seeds. Han Yu's group also stared in shock at these green fireflies. None of them had expected that the ancient Bodhisattva tree would grant more than 20 such seeds. People instantly began scrambling to seize them. But Xiao Yan only laughed when he saw the actions of the Han group. He extended his hand, and the emerald fireflies seemed to sense his call. They evaded others' hands and gathered into Xiao Yan's palm. "Thank you for the gift, brother Bodhisattva." Xiao Yan turned and smiled at the ancient tree while seizing the seeds. Then he flicked his finger, and several seeds flew from his hand, landing in front of Gu Suner, Kai Lin, Gu Qingyang, and the rest of his companions. They thanked Xiao Yan for the seeds. Naturally, the Han clan and Heavenly Phoenix tribe received nothing. These actions of Xiao Yan ignited their fury. A crimson glow flickered in their eyes. "Xiao Yan, you are seeking death." Zhou Feng finally could no longer suppress the rage in his heart. Xiao Yan slowly turned his head, sensing the killing intent. His cold eyes resembled those of a ferocious beast as they fell upon Zhou Feng. Zhou Feng suddenly felt a chill crawl across his skin when Xiao Yan's gaze landed on him. Only then did he snap back to his senses. "We entered the ancient Bodhisattva tree together and overcame its obstacles side by side. Yet you refuse to give us even a single Bodhisattva seed. Are you not being overly biased?" Xiao Yan laughed upon hearing this. "Biased? I'm afraid you are mistaken. Surely you still remember our very first conversation, don't you?" Xiao Yan understood very well that if not for his current strength suppressing Zhou Feng, the latter would have attacked and forcibly snatched all the Bodhisattva seeds from his hands. Biased? Such words were nothing more than excuses used by the weak in the face of true strength. The corners of Zhou Feng's eyes twitched. The killing intent that he could no longer restrain surged in his heart, but fortunately, he still retained his rationality and did not immediately attack. Instead, he turned his head toward Han Yu. No matter how calculating Han Yu usually was, he could hardly suppress his own fury and bloodlust. He demanded that Xiao Yan hand over 8 Bodhisattva seeds to the Han clan and the Heavenly Phoenix tribe, so as to avoid conflict. Xiao Yan opened his hand, revealing 11 more seeds still in his palm. If he gave away 8, only 3 would remain for him. Xiao Yan would never agree to such a demand. Moreover, these Bodhisattva seeds contained mysterious effects, increasing the chances of advancing to the saint level. They were also essential for refining the Bodhisattva pill, an 8th rank pill capable of summoning the 9-colored pill lightning, a treasure that could drive countless Dozuns mad. If he handed such seeds to his enemies, both factions might gain new saints in the near future. How could Xiao Yan possibly create mighty enemies for himself without reason? Given Xiao Yan's character, he naturally would not do something so foolish. Thus, he shook his head and said, "I refuse." And with those two simple words from Xiao Yan, everything erupted. Han Yu suddenly commanded everyone to attack Xiao Yan. The experts of the Han clan and Heavenly Phoenix tribe simultaneously unleashed their Do Chi without reservation. They quickly surrounded Xiao Yan's group. Gu Suner grew worried. "Han Yu, do you truly intend to start a great war between the Gu clan and the Han clan?" Han Yu responded that his clan had never feared the Gu clan. They had merely refrained from acting for a while, granting them some time. Moreover, Xiao Yan had long since been marked as their target. His name was already well known throughout the Han clan, for even the 4th Tianzuan had been unable to defeat him. Now the time for inaction had come to an end. As he finished speaking, dense black Do Chi surged violently from his body, spreading in all directions. Gu Suner's group immediately felt the crushing pressure. Everyone understood that Han Yu was among the top 3 of the Han clan's younger generation, and defeating him would not be easy. At his command, the battle ignited. The Han and Phoenix experts launched fierce attacks on Suner's allies. Yet her group did not falter. Their strength was not inferior to their opponents. Gu Suner suggested that she would handle Han Yu herself, but Xiao Yan refused. He knew that even before cultivating at the ancient Bodhisattva tree, he could already defeat Han Yu. Now, after his power had risen further, he surpassed him completely. His companions would handle Zhou Feng and the others. As for Xiao Yan himself, he stepped forward with a smile. Everyone retreated in fear, leaving him face to face with Han Yu. The battle between Xiao Yan and Han Yu was about to begin. Place your bets. Thank you very much for watching, and also thank you for the likes on the previous video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the next episode. Leave a like, and goodbye.